Dear Diary, I have just now, within the last few seconds, finished exporting the last of my first ever digital course called Threesomes 101. I haven't finalized the title for sure yet, but it's going to be a unicorn's perspective for couples on how to have their first threesome. So I have spent the last, I don't know how long, building this and getting ready for it. But I only started recording the videos for each of my modules and lessons in the last few weeks. And so I have been a busy little beaver. I have been recording multiple videos a day, editing multiple videos a day, making the thumbnails, but not for YouTube, not for a podcast. I basically have 2 hours worth of content broken down into individual videos for this course. So it has been so busy. Every day I'm producing videos. But first I have to write the outline, right? I am using ChatGPT to help me, get my thoughts in order and things like that. But I am absolutely delivering all the video content myself authentically. And it's a lot of work. Okay. So I feel like I have just mass produced Toronto Unicorn content, but it's funny, the world won't know unless they pay for the course. So it is funny that I have found such a beautiful way to continue to do my hobby of making content, even though it is evolved. I was talking to my bestie R the other day about how our lives have shifted. R has been in my life since 2021, the beginning of my life-ish in the lifestyle, right? So she saw me back when I was, eager and relatively new as a single woman, still having, great new experiences in front of me and stuff like that. So we've been through a lot together. And we have been to the club a lot together, the sex clubs, right? And so we both have kind of shifted over the last couple years to be, less clubby, right? We have important men in our life. We don't feel the need to go out and like find any single guys anymore. So we're really having a different experience being in the lifestyle. And so the old Sarah, my real name's Sarah, right? The old Sarah might have panicked at this life transition because I have a hard time in life basically transitioning for big things. Like I remember when I graduated university and I was supposed to like grow up into an adult, I like revolted, okay? Like I was like, "Hell no, I'm not growing up." I remember I had to make my friends and family write 22 on 3 consecutive birthday cakes in each year because I refused to be age 23 or 24 or 25. I literally stuck at 22. So I am a person who does struggle a little bit with transitions. And so that's just one example, right? But I have transitioned recently in the last year or so from somebody who, eagerly, went out to these clubs and had all these experiences. And even my time, helping my friends fulfill their fantasies were so fun and so exciting. But I haven't done one in so long because I don't do it for strangers. And none of my friends that I used to help, fulfill fantasies even, are looking for that anymore. So it's just really interesting how it keeps evolving and changing. And so instead of being the girl who makes, content about my sex club experiences, now I'm making educational content meant to help transform all of the information that I've learned and the experiences and everything and make it into actually helpful pieces of information that people can, consume and then be, ready for their experiences, more emotionally ready, more physically ready. I give a lot of tips, on where to find people, how to approach people, the things not to do. So, but like you're literally catching me 5 seconds after I hit stop recording. And actually, I was airdropping it to my other phone because I have a workflow. I record with this phone, I transfer to this phone, then I put it up on my Dropbox, and then I edit it in a certain program and like add some captions and whatnot. And so I have a process. And so every time I'm literally in the middle of doing something and I have to say, spend 5, 7 minutes exporting a video, like a 10-minute 4K video, I won't sit there for that 10 minutes being like, I wonder how long this is going to take. I'm literally already like filming my next video while the phone is transferring data. I am busy. I am keeping myself, in like one foot in front of the other. And it's time for me to exhale. It's time for me to be like, okay, I finished the last video. I still have to edit the last video, but it's done. And then I have to market this course. Now I have to learn how to market a course. Okay. So I didn't come out of the womb knowing how to be an entrepreneur or a solopreneur. So it is helpful to have AI to consult, I will admit. I don't know, what best marketing strategy, how to make it even a promo that would be acceptable for Google Ads, things like that. So these are the next steps, but I know I'll be making more courses. It's definitely going to be something I keep building and expanding on. So today I finished the first big step forward in the next phase of Toronto Unicorn's life. And it is a beautiful thing that I'm adapting to it well and not panicking that I'm not out still having new experiences at sex labs. Let's just be honest. I'm glad. But it does internally, there is a little sadness about a vibrant lifestyle I shared with my friends. I remember us all on the pool, we drinking was like we would go at least like once a week or once every other week. And it would be like we're drinking, we're chatting in the pool, good times, good times. It wasn't about the sex around us. My friends hooked up, sure, but I was there to like mostly help my friends have certain experiences or just to be social or play the intrusive question game in the pool. But it's hard to even get the same group of friends together again for a single night at Oasis, right? Like we have different priorities in our lives and not everybody is up for the club nights the same. And so there is a bit of a sadness about a time in my life that is clearly shifted. And I don't know if it'll ever be the same again. And I don't know. I'm a little afraid of what the future looks like when it's so uncertain. I thought, I found this new lifestyle and I found the sex clubs and life is so great and life is so grand. But now I am happy in my life, but it is shifted and I don't spend a lot of time inside the clubs anymore. And that's actually okay with me, right? Like I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot. I'm basically desensitized to people's bodies at this point and sexual experiences. Like I'm desensitized in a way that makes it a little less fun for me as well. So I am excited to explore in different ways, like swinger hotel takeovers. That's my new favorite thing. So if you haven't checked out the vlog of my recent Valentine's in Niagara swinger convention, oh my God, once in a lifetime experience. Hopefully not. Hopefully I'll go next year. I'll put a link in the description, but I have been busy having these cool new experiences, but I'm with a couple. I'm with my partner and we're exploring it together. So it's fun in its own way, but I would be lying if I said there wasn't a bit of sadness in me about realizing that time with me and my girlfriends in the pool, having, no worries about life and feeling great in our bodies, middle-aged women, like, great times. I'm sad that they're fewer and far between. And it's harder to go and recapture that magic with the same people at this point in our lives. So that's a pretty personal thing to say. And just being honest, because evolution happens whether you're ready or not sometimes, whether you want it to or not. I'm very fortunate that I have a wonderful partner and I'm living a really happy life with, new excitement and joys, than when I was single. But it doesn't mean I don't miss the vibrance of that nightlife and things like that. But it's not so much that I miss the clubs. I miss the girl who missed the clubs. I miss the girl who wanted to go to the club all the time. So who knows? Maybe things will change, but I know for now, I've seen a lot and I've learned a lot, and now it's time to transfer that into education. So my new website is levelupwithTorontoUnicorn.com. I will be putting all of my digital courses on there. There will be also links on my main website, TorontoUnicorn.com. And yeah, if you want to sign up and be on the wait list for these courses, once I hit publish, which will be any day now, hopefully, you can find that in the description. And you can also sign up for my email newsletter. So if there's anything cool and exciting coming up, you'll be sure to be kept in the loop. It's been fun to share this video because this is literally like my 5th or 6th video I've made today. So like that's a lot of content in one day, but this is different. This isn't me trying to be professional and communicate, something about the lifestyle I've learned. This is me looking in the camera and being honest by saying my life has shifted. The single girl that started this lifestyle at age 34 has transformed, and it's time to embrace the new path. So wish me luck. Hopefully you'll be around to watch it.